deleting it, which I'm going to delete it right now, I just went here and I just created a new sketch. So that's why that exists. But right now I'm going to delete that guy. Delete sketch 1.
So please.
Okay? So I deleted sketch 1 just to get it out of there. I don't want to see it on my estimated values. Okay? So now you see that other roof that's filled. Okay? So you could create multiple sketch sheets, multiple buildings. Well, that becomes handy if you have commercial properties, right? So sketch 1 would be building 1, premise 1. That's a whole other story. But when you have multiple buildings at different locations, like I go and inspect an HOA complex. All right, they're going to have the pool building, the clubhouse, tennis court, basketball. So I would create multiple sketches to represent each building, each structure. So for what we're doing in residential, we're always going to be dealing with one sketch. Multiple levels, but one sketch. So in this column here is going to be your grouping tree. You guys follow me? Your grouping tree. Grouping tree consists of folders that represent either a floor level, represent a location like an elevation, represents a roof. That's what you're going to find located in your grouping tree. So the first grouping we have, grouping folder, is the roof. In that roof, we have the sketch for that roof. Okay? So when we want to estimate the roof, we want to click on the roof sketch folder, not the roof main folder. You follow me? Make sure you click on the sketch folder because you can click here, but there's no formulas associated with the main folder. The formulas are associated with the sketch folder. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So that is why you have the squares with the dimensions to tell you that your sketch is associated with that square mark. Okay? Meeting with Jonathan at 11 a.m. Google, appreciate you. Can you guys remind me 10 minutes prior, 10:30 right now, to set up my camera and get it ready? I don't want to waste 5 minutes at 11 o'clock trying to figure it out.
Don't set an alarm.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I appreciate it.
You said Jonathan is with
You got it, Nadine?
Yeah, Mid-America. Okay?
What time did the light start?
50.
Like 10 minutes still.
10:50.
Yeah. Mhm. Okay? So the next grouping folder is the first floor. There we have the master bedroom, master bath, kitchen, dining room, and so on. Each room is associated with a sketch. Now, inside these sketches are active formulas. They're like little secretaries. Once we drop a line item inside the sketch, the secretary goes and finds the measurements for the walls, for the floors, for the doors, for the trim, whatever it is that item is. It goes into the sketch and finds the dimensions.
What if you don't have, like on the second floor, I only have one room so far in there? What happened? What did I not do?
You only have one room.
The master, it says just the master bedroom,
You only have one room on the entire floor.
second floor.
On the entire second floor, you only have one room.
Yeah, that's what it says. On mine, drop down.
Let me see what you got.
I'm thinking that.
Yeah, that sounds weird. And you drew a whole floor, right?
Yeah.
Go to your sketch. Let's see what your sketch looks like for the second floor.
There.
Oh, let's see if you combine everything for one. No? Yep, that's exactly what you did. Combine everything for one. How did you do that? I have no idea.
Yeah, I was trying to move it,
And you messed around.
and I could find one.
Yeah, you combine everything. All right, guys, he asked me why does he have one master bedroom? Well, he combined all the rooms to one room.
Okay, that works. No, I'm saying it works if you do it right.
That's yeah, I mean, you're going to do all things the same way. So that's a perfect example. See how you combine everything to one room?
And it's gonna show
Sketch
one
it together. And I share that so that you guys can know if that happens to you, maybe you combine the room or two. Right? Let's say you have a master bedroom and a closet, and you come in here and you're trying to estimate the closet, but you don't see it. You go to your print and you see the closet, but you go to your tree, it doesn't show up. Why? Because you combined it with another room. All right? And the way we know we combined a room together, that room will have its name, say it has closet, and then it have this, and a number. That means it's turned into a subroom. You guys following me?
Yeah.
If you see that on your drawing, that means it's turned into a subroom. So this is your grouping tree. Now, can you sketch these rooms without using a sketch? Yes, you can. There are times that you're going to have certain items in the grouping tree. Let's say we have elevations, we got damage to the outside of the home, right?
You mean, can you estimate it without a sketch?
Yes, you can. You can, but that is unprofessional, dumb, and any other words, any other degrading words I can use?
Don't do it. That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
unrecommended. Okay, you need to have a sketch.
No, I was trying to hear about what you said. You said sketch without a sketch.
No, estimate without a sketch. Right. Did I say sketch without a sketch?
Yes, yes. No, I was trying to. Shut up.
No,
All right. So,
just maybe.
all right. So let's say we have an exterior. Let's say we got damage to the soffit, right? We're not going to sketch a soffit, but we know we got damage to the soffit a certain amount. So we don't have exterior in here at all in our grouping tree. So in order to add things like a soffit, like a fence, or gutters, right? We want to add another folder in our tree. And we're going to call that folder exterior. Okay? How do we do that? We're going to select the folder. We want to select a main folder because whichever folder we select is going to create a placement of our new folder. If I select this and I hit my add button, it's going to add a folder directly beneath bedroom. So you see how these are positioned? You have the main one positioned to the far left, sketch number 2 positioned just a little bit over, and then the folder room positioned a little over, like 1, 2, 3. And it's going in a downward motion, right? So those positions are important. Once it's in the furthest position, that means it's a subfolder of the previous folder that's in the position ahead of it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so if I hit this and I created that exterior, it's going to become a subfolder of the second floor. Does that make sense, guys? So if I hit second floor and created a new folder, now it becomes another main folder in that folder position. Got me?
Yes.
Okay. So we want to create another main folder. We can choose this folder or this folder. It'll still create a new folder in the same position as these folders. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so now we're going to click on second floor. We're going to click on second floor. Look up ahead and follow along with me. I'm going to go through the whole motion. I'm going to select second floor, and I'm going to go up here at the top of my grouping tree and hit add. I'm going to type in exterior. All right, watch me before you do it. I'm going to type in exterior. I have 3 options here: append, insert, attach. I'm going to hit append. Okay? Append creates another folder in the same position. So it becomes a main folder. So now I created the exterior main folder. Stop doing it. Stop. I'm not done yet. Okay? So now I created the main folder, right? So I can start estimating if I want, but I need subfolders. Okay? What's on the exterior? What am I trying to point out?
Front.
Hey,
And you want to do your front
there you go.
elevation.
No, you got it. You gonna leave me hanging?
No, I don't like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's good. The subfolder he's going to create is front elevation if the damage is on the front. If the damage is on the rear, what folder am I creating?
Rear.
You guys get the picture?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to select the main folder exterior. I'm going to hit add. I'm going to type in front elevation. Look at what Xactimate starts to do.
That's where you're going.
All right. It already knows when I'm dictating. Okay. Now Follow me as I go, okay? Append and insert is really the same thing, okay? There's going to be a point in this tree where append is going to disappear and you're just going to have insert and attach. So if I want to create a subfolder of that folder, I'm going to do attach. Because I want to attach it to that folder. I'm going to hit the word attach. Okay? So just to show you what I'm saying, exterior, if I select the main folder again, follow me, and I go right elevation, right? And I hit insert. What did it do? It created another main folder in the same position. That's not what I was trying to do, right? But I hit insert. I didn't hit append. So what did it do? The same thing that appended did. Okay? So I just wanted to show you that so you can see it.
And when you're doing subfolder, you're attaching it.
We're gonna, yes, you're gonna hit attach. Now, how many elevations are there on the exterior? Okay? So let's say I want to create right, rear, and left. I'm going to select the front elevation. I'm going to hit add. I'm going to write right elevation. What option am I going to choose here? No, I'm not.
No, you want it on the same level as the.
That's correct. I want it on the same
So
position.
append or insert.
So which one am I hitting?
Append.
Append or insert? Okay? So let me show you this. So I'm going to hit right elevation, and I'm going to do rear, right? So I want to make it a subfolder of my right elevation. Which am I going to hit?
Attach.
Attach. I just want to show you how it functions, okay? All right? So let's say I get this all mixed up and I put it in the wrong place. There are times that Xactimate would allow you to click and hold and move it to the position that you want, but there are times it won't, okay? See how it allowed me to pull it there?
So why
But
would
there
it
are
never-
times,
I'm sorry.
I'm
go
not
ahead.
sure. I never understood why it doesn't let you. So once I try to move it around, if I cannot move it, just delete it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Make another one. Because sometimes starting over is the fastest way. Okay? So I'm just throwing it in there so you can be aware of it. Don't get frustrated. Start over. Okay? So I'm going to grab this and put it back in the position ahead of it. And then I got one last one. So let's say, I'll tell you what, I'm going to delete these two. Look at another option it gives me. Let's say I have a multiple folders I want to create in the same position. I select front elevation, click on add. See this button here? It says continuous add, right? I select it. So I'm going to do right elevation, insert. Rear elevation,
Oh, it keeps the
insert.
box up.
That's
Yeah,
correct.
yeah.
Left elevation, insert.
You put them all in just like that.
That's
Yeah,
right,
about
because
that.
I hit continuous add.
Yeah.
Instead of the box closing, then I gotta select, then I gotta hit add. I just keep on adding if I know what it is. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then move it around later. I'll put it in order now. Move the front to the front, right to right, and then rear to the left. You guys got me? So let's say if I have a fence, right? I want to create a folder just for the fence. I'm going to create fence. Another thing I can also do, you see coverages? I select coverages. Fence is known as what?
Structure.
So I can go ahead and select right now. Make everything in that folder other structures.
Okay.
The other structure coverage. And then I go ahead and create my folder.
Okay.
Okay. Okay? Now, I didn't do anything with exterior because exterior is still the main dwelling. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't have to touch the structure because it's defaulted to the main dwelling. But there are times where Xactimate is going to help you out. Let's say I put food, right? And it will default itself to contents. But if I'm making a food coverage, like they have food spoilage, I'm going to put in here, I'm going to create a tree just for food because it's a different deductible, right? Different coverage. Then I'm going to put contents, then I'm going to add it in there, food. Because it's separate, it's different. You understand what I'm saying? Like a fence is different from the exterior of the house. The exterior of the house is the house. The fence is a different structure, so I'm going to create another folder for the fence. You follow me? a detached garage is a different structure. So I'm gonna create another folder for the detached garage.
Shed, the
A
gazebo.
shed, gazebo, so on and so forth. You guys follow me?
Yes.
So you'll have the different trees for those different rooms. Okay? You good, guys?
Yes.
Yes, you had it a while ago. Go ahead.
When you got certain managers, we were talking about iPad where they say, hey, your tree, the fence, the shed, everything goes in other structure in the folder. And I'm like, okay,
You can do it that way too, but it is a lazy method.
it is.
Yeah,
It's not separated, showing.
that's correct. That's correct. Okay? Or they could do, or you could do other structures and then make every last item a subfolder.
About doing now.
You understand what I'm saying?
About doing that.
So there's more than one way to skin a cat, but you're creating a separation,
Yeah.
a grouping. That's why they call it a grouping tree. All right, so you could have did other structures and then shed, garage, so on and so forth.
It's hard when you get a supplement back and the setup is incorrect because you have to go back in there and see what's
Yeah.
made already. And it's like, bunched all up.
And you gotta figure, yeah, you gotta sort it out.
I'm trying to make it easy.
Right. Right. So if I want to sketch the master bedroom, what am I selecting? I'm going to click the master bedroom and make sure that's the room that's highlighted. Now I'm estimating the master bedroom. Okay, any questions? I want you now right now to go ahead and create an exterior folder and do your front, right, rear, left elevations and subfolders. And then I want you to go ahead and create one for the fence and one for the food. Just like I just showed you. Brandon. Yes, sir?
Creative.
You did?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. You did front, right, rear, left, and then food and fence?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Awesome.
6 minutes.
6 minutes. 6 minutes, don't get fresh in here. Oh. Everybody know that
Okay, you
song?
turn the lights right on.
That's that phone too.
Okay.
Huh?
You turn, hit the lights, I think.
You mean to tell me nobody knew that song?
Oh, yeah,
I knew it.
Huh?
I knew it. Years ago.
The other lights.
That was that good music.
Yes, sir.
I've been doing this for,
Hold on a second, Jonathan. Hold on 1 second. I think I lost you there. Try that now.
hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Yeah, I was just saying that I've been doing this for 17 years. The one thing this business is customer service. You've got to be good with people. If you're good with people, everything else can be taught and learned. You need to decide whether you want to work in the field or whether you want to work behind the desk. And the one thing about working in the field that I always say is that you've got to be comfortable not only getting on the roof, but working on a roof to be working the field. Unfortunately, I've known a couple people that have fallen from roofs, and it's just not a good thing to happen. And there are quite a few avenues for you if you do not want to climb the roof, because I've been doing this again quite a while, and I've been on one roof in my life. I have a phobia of heights. I do not climb. So I was very smart in my career in the field. I got someone that climbed it for me. And then I decided very quickly to get out of the field. Let's see here. Any particular questions you guys got to ask me, or?
I want his email address.
They want your email address, contact information. I got a question right here. Jonathan Rice.
Good morning, Mr. Rice. My name is Oshma Dean. My question is, what does a candidate look like for this particular firm?
It depends on the storm, and everything is different with every storm that happens. We work both daily claims and we work catastrophe claims. If you're just working the daily claims, you're gonna be working a regular Monday through Friday job, 8 to 5. Now, with a catastrophe hits, you're gonna be working either 12, 14-hour days at first. You'll be working seven days a week starting off, usually for the first month or so.
Thank you.
You got a question? All right.
Hey, good morning, Mr. Rice. How you doing? My name is Henshaw Ida.
Morning, sir.
Good morning. I would like to know when's the next, Mid-American Cat, next roundup?
Next roundup as far as,
I guess, how, like how the other firms have their, I guess, not even the trainings.
Networking event?
Networking event, yeah, correct. Networking.
yes, sir, we just had it in January and we have it once a year.
Okay.
So, I kind of missed this one, but I will give y'all information on how to get on the roster.
Okay.
Once again, I think very, very highly of Ashley. You have teamed her up, you teamed up with somebody very, very smart. So, follow him and he will take your place, I promise.
Not a problem, appreciate it. I do have another question that kind of wasn't off of, Mrs. Ocean. How do you guys, I know when you're looking for your training, what do you set apart from like your A-plus adjusters, like the ones, who are gonna get the job done versus, like, the attractors? Like, what do you?
Productivity.
Okay,
I mean, when you work the field and you report to a storm, if you can close claims your first and second day there, you're good to go.
okay,
If you're working the desk and you get a bunch of claims and you start working through those claims, you're not good to go.
all right, thank you. Last question. I worked in the field when I first started, I didn't too much care for it, and I went to the desk, I've been doing desk for about almost 6 years now, and off and on. I'm gonna go back in the field because I feel like I'm quick, and I have a lot of knowledge, I'm not scared of heights, so. Do you guys have anything where you're working a storm or you're working daily, so I can do both?
No.
It is, man. You can do that.
It's very hard to do both.
Okay.
I mean, you can
You can.
do either for like different storms and stuff, but it would be hard to do both during the same storm.
Not a problem.
And I've always said this, being a desk adjuster will help you be a better field adjuster, and vice versa. If you're a field adjuster, it will help you be a better desk adjuster as well.
Thank you so much, sir. I'll see you soon, Mr. Rice. You'll be, soon.
All good.
All right, sir. Have a great day.
Great day.
Thank you.
Hey, Ashley, one
Yes, sir.
thing I would like to point out, sir,
Yes, sir.
is everyone knows that I'm working from home and I'm in my clothes and all this kind of good stuff. A lot of brand new people want the opportunity to work from home, but first, if you've never been in this business, you usually have to prove yourself first. Yes, there are opportunities at home, and we probably have 100+ desk adjusters working at home now, but they're all people that we know we can trust and we know that they're going to work from home. And usually what will happen, guys, y'all know COVID has changed the world. So a lot of stuff is starting to go from the house and stuff, but usually you would come to a storm site for the first couple of weeks and work at our storm site. Then if you're good, you can go up to a manager and say, hey, what if I go work from home? So, yeah, I mean, a lot of people always want to work from home, but just know that from my humble opinion, most companies will want you to prove yourself somewhere.
That's awesome, Jonathan. Got a question over here.
Morning, my name is Ruben Simmons. Question that I had for you is, do you have trainers when you're doing a CAT situation? Do you have trainers in the field for maybe newer adjusters?
Yes, sir, we do. What we do during the catastrophe is we will set up a help room, and I will be running that room. I'll have a couple of people with me in the room, and as of this year, we're going to have a couple of field people as well, that if you're brand new, that they will It's a real simple thing to me. If we set you up for failure, it's a lose situation.
You guys got that?
Two more questions. What is the, would be the,
Guys,
daily pay for daily outside adjusting? What is that typically?
That depends on the insurance carrier that you're working for, sir. Every carrier pays differently. It depends on the size of the.
Gotcha. And then, on that same, does the desk adjusting, does it pay per claim or is it paid per hour?
The adjuster sign us down and pay on a per hour basis.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
How do you got a question? Then we'll go to you, Mr. Andrew.
Glad you know, glad you said that. I can't catch that.
Good morning, Mr. Rice. My name is Nadia Abear.
Can you hear Jonathan?
Yeah.
Oh. I wanted to ask, training opportunities. What training opportunities, are virtual or in person in Mid-America offer?
We do, we offer training classes, the closest you would be in our office, which is in, and we also offer classes in the next.
Mobile, Alabama, is that?
I'll share the link with Ashley that you can check out the, schedule of that.
Do you have any coming available, for this upcoming storm season, or have they already passed?
We do, I've got some classes coming up in Bill, I believe I have, they got, introduction to desk adjusting. Class and an exam class, I believe.
What's that?
Is there a cost to that associated with those classes? And how long are they?
I wrote it up there, but I think you have to. I want to say the desk adjusting class is $95, and it's a one day class. And the exact rate I want to say is like $395 for the 2-day class.
$395 for Xactimate. And it's, how many days is Xactimate?
2 days.
2 days.
One day,
It's,
one
the
day.
connection is a little choppy, so sorry.
That's okay.
Thank you.
Right?
Hand show.
Got about 5 minutes, guys. Mr. Jonathan has another video meeting
Yes, a
yesterday.
quick one. I have, you guys do training for rope and harness?
Did he hear you? Hello? Can you hear me?
Rice?
Can you hear him, Jonathan? Can you hear it, Jonathan? All right, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second, Jonathan. I'm gonna do a little alteration here, sir. Let's see if I can get this one. Can you hear me, Jonathan? All right, awesome. All right, what was the question, Joe? Do you offer a rope and harness class?
We do not offer a rope and harness class, but if they would use Google, there's a guy in Houston, and I'll
All right,
class down there.
there's a class in Houston.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Georgia, we got a lot of.
All right, anybody else?
Last question.
You said it was gonna be a-
Hold on a second. Let's see about it. Can you hear me still, Jonathan?
Yeah, Bert.
Okay, so I think the last question I have, came off wrong. What I was asking, when a storm season comes and you're a field adjuster, when your things are all, you finish all your things smoothly and you're on a storm, are you allowed, if you're good, you're productive, are you allowed to go into if you have experience, can you death roll as well if the field is finished? That's what I'm saying.
If there's a spot open, sure.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right. So I want to ask you a question, Jonathan. Hopefully it's helpful for everyone else. What do you look for in hiring an adjuster? Or how can you make yourself more marketable as an adjuster?
Once again, it's just knowing how to talk to people actually, because, I mean, a lot of people are shy. This is just not a business for shy people, because you've got to be able to talk to people on the phone, and you have to make them comfortable. You have to be confident. You know, we always say fake it till you make it, and that's very, very true. You cannot let these folks know that just last week that you were working at Walmart, whatever. You know, they think you're a knowledgeable adjuster, which you are. But, you know, and trust me, people will help you if you take care of the customer service part. Everything else will fall into play. Something else that looks good is that Xactimate 2-level certification. That does show that you know how to use Xactimate well. The State Farm certification looks very, very good. That is another one, Ashley. And I've always suggested this, sir, is that when they send their resumes to all these companies, to include a copy of a sample estimate that they wrote in their house. And I can guarantee you it will open some eyes up to people that accept that resume, sir.
Guys got that? That's right.
We can just do this one.
That's right.
And hey, any of y'all guys, y'all may have an in with Ashley with us, so y'all are good to go. So, you know, hopefully get to see y'all working a storm with us.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. You do daily claims. You doing any daily claims in Florida? I'm sorry, Mr. Rice. I know you all have stuff to do. Do you offer any daily claims in Florida?
I think a couple of thousand a month, maybe. Yes, sir.
Okay, no problem. Trust me, we'll be in touch.
Mobile, Alabama. Jonathan, I really appreciate it, sir. I know you're super busy, guys. Let's give it
Yeah, thank you very much. Hey, good luck to y'all, and hope to see y'all down the road.
Yes, sir.
Take care.
God bless you, Jonathan. We'll be in touch, sir. Thank you.
Likewise, thank you, Ashley.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Stay calm.
Oh, say, Paul. Oh, 59.
Estimate.
Okay. And you notice in your booklet, I go over, when I say everything's here, everything's here. See number 2? Grouping trees, folders indicating different areas on the log property, right? For which you would be writing an estimate. All right, everything's in there, okay? So it'd probably be a good idea to write your notes as we go on those pages, so when you're going to look back for reference, you remember the notes you wrote. Oh, however you want to do it, that's just an advice. Okay, guys? So, when we're going and looking for our estimates, we're going to have, I believe it's 5 ways, at least 3 I know, but I want to say 5. We're going to have a couple ways that we can find our estimate items. First of all, we want to make sure we select the room that we're estimating, whether it's the roof. Everybody's here, right?
Yes.
I feel like somebody's missing. So make sure we select the right folder. The first and the fast way to find our item is going to be a word search. All right, write that down. Use the word search. It's going to be in that upper column on your screen.
That's the fastest way.
That's the fast way. That's a fast way. A fast way. Okay? It's to find it in the word search. You can just type in whatever word closest to the item that you're looking for. So if I'm looking for a ridge, man, what would I type? Okay? Go ahead and type ridge in that search bar. Go ahead and type ridge in that search bar.
Oh, yeah.
R-I-D-G-E.
Give you a whole swirl of it.
All right? Gives you a whole bunch of options, right?
Yeah.
Okay? What if I'm looking looking for a ridge flashing. Would I find it by typing the word ridge?
It's right
Yeah, you would.
See that?
there.
Right? So it's giving you a whole bunch of letter options for ridges, right? Give you aluminum continuous ridgement, composition shingles, metal. They give you a ridge cap for metal roofing. Okay? Because it may not be a vent, but everything associated with the word ridge comes up. Right, guys? Even wood shingles, ridge wood shingles. Okay? Look at this one. Ridge dip rake cap for tile roofing. Okay? Let's say I want to find a bifold door. What would you type in?
Door.
Go ahead. Type it in and tell me what option is given. Yeah, but you want to be specific.
Bifold door set, colonist, double, room, mahogany,
Door
Yeah.
by
birch,
Alright.
veneer.
Okay, guys? So we're looking for a bifold door. It gives us a bunch of options. If I put the dash, it probably gives me even more options. If I type in just door, look at what it gives me. Well, there's no scrolling here. What they give you is what they give you.
Oh, okay.
Okay? What you see is what you get. All right. So if you don't find it, let's say I'm looking for. Hopefully you guys didn't see it. I'm looking for an straggler.
Oh,
Let's say I'm looking for a door straggler. Door straggler. ASTRAGAL. So what is a door straggler? If I'm looking for a door straggler, what's going to get me close to even finding a door straggler?
Door strangle.
Right? You can
I
type
typed
in
in
a
straggle
straggler.
and it came
nah,
up.
that ain't gonna come
Okay.
up.
But I typed in a straggle and it came, I typed in ASTR.
Yeah, it came, I typed in
I
straggle
just
and
spelled it wrong.
it came in, no, I got it. It said door straggle.
ASTR.
Okay. Let's say I don't know how to spell straggle. Let's type in door. What do we see in the list of doors?
It's a straggle.
Okay. There it is.
Yeah, it is.
Holy cow.
Door.
There's some door straggles there. Huh? That's what I'm going to do. Okay? So let's say I select the door straggle. Let's say I select it. It drops down in my shopping cart. Guys, are we looking? Guys, come on, stay with me now. We only got a couple minutes. It drops down in the shopping cart. So let's say I still want to know what that is, right? So I click on it. Oh, there ain't no window here. Don't know why I have for the shop. Let me get rid of this sidebar. Okay? Look at that. Click for detail. What is a door straggler? A door straggler is the stripping in the middle of the door that covers the gap between the double door. There it is. See that little piece right there? So when the first door closes, the second door has to be a straggler that covers the hole in between the two doors. If the straggler wasn't there, you could be able to look right through that center mark where the two doors meet. Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah.
Right? So that piece there is a straggler.
You can pretty much show you
Yeah,
everything.
that's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, in case you're not sure.
If you're still not sure,
Read it out to you.
alright? And oftentimes when you're doing estimates, sometimes when you click on the details, it'll tell you, it say, look, I know you're giving them this, if you may consider giving them additional stuff, like this, and that. It has recommendations to add to your estimate. You understand what I'm saying? You guys got me on that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Sometimes things you might miss, you go like, oh, I didn't think of that. I can add that too. Because it says such and such is not included. Like, if I put in the door, it's going to say door locks and hinges are not included. So make sure you include this line item. It'll give you the code and the selection for it, how to get to it. Okay? Or to say dumpster is not included, make sure you add a dumpster. That's all helpful information, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So word search is one way that you can find line items. The second option that you have is a graphical search. You see all these different squares? Let's say I'm looking for something for a roof. I'm looking for a line item pertaining to a roof. Which graphical item am I going to choose, guys? So I'm gonna select roof, picture opens up. I'm gonna hover my cursor over the roof, look what happens. Look at that, gutters,
Points out what you're looking for.
click on the gutter, it gives me options here. See that? I'm gonna enlarge my window so you can see. I click on the gutter, here are different line items. And over here, it refines the search for me. Is the gutter an aluminum gutter? Is it a copper gutter? And it gives me line items from copper gutter. Alright? Is it a galvanized gutter? Gives me line items for galvanized gutter. When you walk into a house and you see a painted gutter, just assume it's galvanized. Okay? I said just assume it's galvanized. How you know it's painted? It has color to it.
I have to
Alright? It's
say,
different from white. Okay? Alright? Just assume it's always galvanized unless you're advised differently by the insured or someone else. 'Cause if it's copper, they're gonna be like, and don't forget that those gutters are copper. They're gonna tell you. They're gonna make sure they point it out. Now that's a copper gutter. Okay? You don't get that from anybody, it's got it. Okay? If it's copper, they will tell you. That's expensive.
Yeah.
They know what they pay for.
Yeah, we gonna steal the copper out of the phone.
Copper piers, expensive.
Okay?
Gas up right now?
So
Steal it out of the power lines.
that's right. So I'm just giving you a dead giveaways for those situations. All right. So am I going to worry about what it's made of? No, not until I'm advised differently. They're already galvanized. Okay. And here's another one. If the gutter is the same color as the house, it's painted.
Yeah, giveaway.
Okay. It comes in white.
White, yeah,
Okay.
white.
If it's the same color as the house, it's painted. Okay. Plastic. All right. Okay. If it's plastic, you're gonna see. You're gonna look at it and know it's plastic. Okay, guys. So let's say I'm looking for a line item for trusses. Right. The whole roof is destroyed, and I gotta replace the truss. I roll the truss. Select truss. I got additional line item. The plywood. I click on the plywood. Look at it. They even give me options for purlins. Okay? Sheeting. All the different plywoods you can use. Okay? And if by chance you have to favor out plywood, you're gonna always stick with 5/8 plywood. Okay? 5/8 plywood. 5/8 thickness. Don't ever give them 1/2 inch. Start with 5/8.
I think they use 1/2 inch on the roof though.
Hmm?
I think they do use 1/2 inch on the
They
roof.
do, but we ain't give them 1/2 inch.
Okay, I got
Because how do we know what the thickness is?
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna give them the lesser one. You understand what I'm saying? 5/8 is meeting them in the middle of the road. Drywall, 5/8 for the ceiling. And we're gonna get to that when we get to that point. Yeah, 5/8 drywall for the ceiling, 1/2 inch for the wall. Okay? But, so here's, yeah, that's a good point, write that down. So if we're looking for plywood, we go to the graphical search, we click on plywood, here it gives us additional options, okay guys? We're looking for underlayment, click on underlayment. It gives you all the different underlayments. Okay? Looking for the shingles, click on shingles. Gives you all different shingles. I never even knew they had aluminum shingles. Okay? Asphalt shingles, built up roofing, fiber cement, copper roofing. What copper roof? What the heck is that?
I've never even seen copper roofs before.
You know what I'm saying?
That's gotta be indicated to you.
You know, it's in those old
Yeah.
houses too.
Old
It's
houses,
thick.
high-end houses. So, do we understand the concept of graphical search?
Yeah.
Let's say we're looking for an item in the kitchen. Which box are we gonna select?
Kitchen.
All right, guys. I know I'm simplifying it, but
That's good.
all right,
Kitchen dining.
Well, what did you say the size of the drywall for the ceiling
5/8 stick.
was?
You can actually click on this, right? And it'll
What's that? Click on the picture.
It tells you what size of drywall on the ceiling.
Yeah, but there is 1/2 inch drywall that you can put up there as well, but it's not recommended. Okay. Yeah, that's expensive. Okay, guys. So, and I'm saying that just to program our minds. It is that simple. Okay. It is that simple. I mean,
And then you could just drop
Yeah, you just click on the item. Once you find the item you're looking for, let's say here it's a drywall finish. And notice when I click on the wall, look at all these options. Cleaning the drywall, just drywall, painting. Let's say we got paneling. Do we have paneling in houses? What paneling? Yes, we do. Let's select it. Look at the different paneling we have. Judge's panel. That's pretty high-end stuff. All right, we click it, and we hit insert. And it automatically puts it in our cart. I just moved this window. But there's our judge's panel.
Okay, it shows you a picture of the type of.
Some high-end stuff.
Yes, very cheap.
Now, let's read it for a second. Let's see if it recommends additional things. Right? So, include 1x4, 1x8, 3/4 panel materials, nails, and installation labor. Labor to remove judge's panel and to discard in a job site waste receptacle. Quality, paint grade, MDF material, rails and style of 1x material, panel is 3/4 material with a raised profile. Panel cap around the box and on the top rail. Okay? Average life expectancy, 150 years.
It looks like it's in some old buildings. It's the way it looks.
Right, it's expected to last 150 years.
Yeah.
Okay? It's a long time. So it doesn't recommend anything in addition to that. All right? So, good stuff, ain't it?
Yes.
Okay?
Appreciation.
All right. So, we have graphical search. We can search also using assemblies. Now, click on home. By division rather. Click on home. There are times you're going to be clicking buttons, you're going to find yourself home here, and you'll be like, how the heck am I going to get back? How can I get back to graphical search? It's going to happen. And you're going to lose your mind trying to figure it out. All right? It's reference search, guys. Brings you back. I mean, you will lose your mind trying to figure out how do I get back to that search bar.